whenever we
Whenever I start to go, you start to play.
Well, I gotta hit play before you start.
Are you good?
You gotta hit play.
Brayden, you good?
Yeah,
Ready to
I'm
go?
good.
Welcome back to episode 18 of Valley Sports Talk.
What?
B-Well is very happy. You can't see his jersey.
You
Aaron
can if you're
Rodgers-
watching on YouTube. Go visit our YouTube Valley Sports Talk. Shameless plug.
Aaron Rodgers has decided he's going to stay and play the 2021 season with the Packers.
We got a year to make him happy.
Who knows what the future holds?
A Super Bowl.
I'm going to throw it over to Max because Max is going to explain to you guys what we are going to be talking about on today's episode.
Green Bay for Super Bowl.
Alright, so as everyone knows...
Speak loud. Speak proud.
Alright, well, anyways. As everyone knows, the Giannis and the Bucks are the 2021 NBA champions. They defeated the Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul and Devin Booker in 6 games.
Really?
And
No, wait, 9.
as everyone knows this, we're going to talk about if Giannis ended up taking LeBron's throne. And if so, is who's second and who's third and who's on the come up. Otherwise, I'll
Who's
take it to you,
20th?
Noah. Who do you have?
We're just going right into
We're
it,
going
you know?
right in. You got to explain everything we're talking about today.
Oh, okay.
Just stay in specific. Not in specifics, just in general.
You can.
Alright, so otherwise, yeah. Wait, can we edit like...
No.
No,
This is
a podcast.
raw. This is
a
raw.
It's
raw.
about as raw as it gets, man.
You are
I thought you were starting.
Amateur.
You're
Do you
terrible
want me
at
to do it
this.
for you?
No, I got it. Anyways, we're going to talk about the biggest winners, the biggest losers of the playoffs. Then we're going to go on to our finals and winner
early
predictions. for the next
way
year.
too early finals and predictions are way too early MVP.
Yeah, and then to move on from that, we're going to talk about the NHL draft, what we thought of it, the top 5 teams that got a win out of it, and then the teams that basically sold their future and got worse out of it. So we're going to go through that, talk about the Seattle Kraken and their future. What do you guys have any first
We'll
thoughts
talk
on that?
about it. Well, you
Yeah,
said
We'll do it in order.
I'm just curious. Anyways,
Or
and then,
ass.
They did not take the same approach
Yeah.
Vegas took.
That's what I
No,
was
they did not.
And then we're going to wrap it up with trivia, like always. 5 questions on the NBA and
Trying not to get copyrighted.
5 on the NHL, and hopefully no copyrights this time. And
Even the Japanese music out this time.
so
Yeah,
to start us off, Noah, what were your thoughts on the NBA Finals? Do you think Giannis took the
I
bronze
just
throne?
want to say, start of the year I said Bucks in 6. Start of the playoffs I said Bucks in 6. Start of the series I said Bucks in 6.
What, you want a gold medal or something?
Yes,
like,
I
come
do.
on,
Did
man.
you say Suns?
No, I said Lakers. But
Like
I got
hair?
the Bucks in 6.
Do you like air? No. Bray had the next.
Personally, I wanted
Uh-oh.
the Suns to win just for the fact that I wanted Chris Paul to finally get that ring. But I did have, like I said, I did have the Bucks winning. I just felt like I like Drew Holiday's always been an underrated player in my opinion. I feel like he was that missing piece. The Bucks have been kind of disappointing the last 2 or 3 years. All of a sudden, they trade for Drew Holiday. They're the finals champions. I saw this. The year after Anthony Davis gets traded out of New Orleans, he wins the ring. The year after Drew Holiday gets traded out of New Orleans, he wins the ring. So I was seeing fans were like, Zion, don't get any ideas.
So does that mean? Does that mean the Grizzlies?
The
are winning
Grizzlies
next
are going to
year?
win now.
Yeah.
Steven Adams and Bledsoe are going to
Steven
win.
Adams and Bledsoe are
Yeah.
winning with Ja.
But yeah, Giannis showed us why he's a top 5 player and why
Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5, that's it.
I mean, Noah still hasn't answered.
Hey, man,
the
that's pretty
question.
high. I ranked it the top 100.
He asked you,
Yeah,
did he take LeBron's
No,
throne?
he did not.
He did not take LeBron's
I do not believe he did.
Alright.
Is it
I
LeBron's
do not
throne?
also think he's the new face of the league. He's top 3. The other 2 are Luka and Zion. I'd say that for the face of the league going forward, it will be Giannis, Luka, and Zion. I do not believe that Giannis took LeBron's throne this year because before LeBron's injury, LeBron was top 3 in MVPs.
Okay.
MVP at the time.
Right?
You literally took the words like right out of my mouth.
Just-
You hit the nail on the head, man. Like, Giannis is gonna be the new face of the league coming into next year, but
That's not
you cannot take. You
That's
cannot.
not what he
Okay,
said.
whatever. Anyways. Anyways.
Thomas,
Nailed, right on the
Thomas
nail.
should-
Right on the nail on the head.
But you
Says
can't
on the option.
dethrone the king.
Okay.
Like, and you're saying, like before his injury, LeBron would have been up for the MVP contender for the league.
Yeah.
But when you have how many championships? What has he got? 5?
LeBron 4.
4? And you always when you go and play consistently for a team, despite having an injury here and there, you can't just take the king off his throne without beheading the king.
Can I be disrespectful to you for a
What is
second?
that?
What teams has LeBron played for in his career?
Oh my God. Okay, the Heat,
Yeah.
the Cavs.
Yeah.
Hang on. There's the Lakers.
Yep.
Is there one more?
Yep.
No, there's
Good job. Okay. Good.
I know you want a championship with the Heat.
Good job.
Okay.
Who is his sidekick on the Heat?
Dwayne Wade.
Hey!
Who's the big 3? Who's the third of the big 3?
Oh, I don't know
Played
that.
for
Toronto
Raptors,
Raptors
played for
legend.
Raptors.
Toronto Raptors. Vince. Is it
No.
Chris. What's his last name?
Chris.
Do you know what that is?
No. I don't know who it is.
That's disrespectful.
I don't know a lot of basketball.
Get out.
Anyways, Brandon, what are your thoughts? Let's go last.
Well, I know Max is like a LeBron fangirl, so I think we're all.
There's your leg.
That means we're all going to agree that Giannis hasn't taken LeBron's
Oh,
throne.
really? So that's crazy. 'Cause
I do think he is going to be the new face of the league, just because over like what Noah said, like Zion and Luka, just because he's won. And I think now that you've gotten like the so-called monkey off your back, the playoffs won't be as pressurized for them. So you might see a couple more. The thing I will say to spice up a little bit, not just hearing us say the same things over and over, is that I don't think the throne is as safe as it was. I think the clear answer was LeBron 2 years ago. I don't think it's as clear anymore. Like if somebody were to tell me Giannis, I honestly wouldn't bat an eye. Honestly, my second is probably KD. I think Giannis is probably third. I think next year
You went LeBron, KD, Giannis.
Giannis, those are my top 3. I hope. It's not in my predictions, actually. I don't want to see it, but if we saw it, it'd be cool. If KD and the Nets played the Lakers in the finals, if KD won that series, I think there's a new king in town, in my opinion.
Okay, that's very fair, very fair. Okay, so I think LeBron James is the GOAT. First off, I think he has been the best player for the past, you'd say, arguably 15 years in the NBA. I do see him being
Max is suck up. What can we say?
I thought you were a Steph Curry fanboy.
No.
Oh, that's just
I like Curry, but anyways, I'm actually disagreeing here. I think Giannis is taking LeBron's throne next year. Yeah, I do. I think he's dethroning LeBron. I think
Next year, your question says
this coming.
Has it already happened? You said did.
I
Giannis
think right
take
now
LeBron's
Giannis
throne?
is currently now the face of the league. I'm not saying
Who
that
is the best player in the NBA?
right now.
Yes, right now.
So this is a tough question. I actually.
Well, if he took the throne,
okay,
it's
no.
Giannis.
If he took the
Okay.
phone, yeah.
I think it's him, and then KD is right there.
Who's
I
him?
think
Who's him?
I think Giannis is.
think-
I
So you don't even
Giannis-
think LeBron's a top 2 player?
Yes, I think he's third right now because
You
of
think he's
his
third?
health. Not because I don't think that LeBron isn't one of the greatest players ever. I think he's 36 years old. He's going to be 37.
If
He's
you
already-
if
he's coming
you
off an
had a
injury.
team of 9 Alex Carusos and you put LeBron on one, and then you had another team of 9 Alex Carusos, and you put Giannis, what team has the better
Okay,
record?
that's literally not. Okay, sure, maybe LeBron because he's better. He can do more with less. But I think Giannis.
Alex
is,
Caruso's the GOAT.
Okay, no.
Okay,
great
he
player.
looks
But
like
no,
him.
my point is about Giannis is that I think he's situated to win more for the next couple of years. I don't think AD is going to be healthy enough. I don't think LeBron has a supporting cast that's good enough like the Bucks do.
He's
And
about
until
to
they,
get
if
Lowry
they get
and DeRozan.
that, then sure, LeBron's going to be fine. But I think Giannis right now is getting better numbers. He's playing better than LeBron. We're seeing the older LeBron, so I think he's going to be the new face of the league. I think he's gonna. It's gonna be between him, Luke, and Zion, just like Noah said.
I'm sure
Exact
you've
same thing.
kissed his butt for the longest time.
You have licked his ass cheek for a while.
You're not even going to say
And the
his-
thing is I think
I wanna say
I
that.
think next year if Giannis doesn't take it, it doesn't take it to the next step. It will be Kevin Durant taking the throne. I don't. I think the Lakers might win the championship, but I still don't think people are going to say LeBron's the best player in the league anymore. His numbers are going to slowly decrease.
That's what we've been saying for the last like 4
We've been saying it for the last 3 years.
and it seems to get better.
I know, but I think
Keep
this year's
everybody
his
wrong.
health-wise, I mean, he's even come out publicly and said he's never going to be 100% again.
Well, that's because
That's
he's played so many playoff games.
Well, that's my point. I don't.
But he's gone into
like, look
seasons
at
with
Kobe
no rest.
Bryant.
Now he's actually got to rest because he didn't play. He got knocked out in the first round.
I
This
hope
is the
so.
first year in 10 years he was in
I
the
still
finals.
think they might. Like, I'm not
Or
going to.
I guess it was the Raptors series, but
Anyways, moving on. Next thing.
whatever. Just
And a subject.
Just because you're wrong.
Moving on.
I might be wrong. Who knows?
You want to say
Anyways,
because you're wrong.
Probably are.
moving on. So, for the playoffs, the 2021
I hope you
NBA
guys were
playoffs,
boring.
I wasn't.
You guys,
we were gonna ask you guys who
I
was
found
the
it weird.
biggest
I don't know.
winner, and obviously you can say the Bucks because
That's
they
boring.
actually
That's
won,
boring.
but that exactly is boring. So we're
Did
gonna.
nobody pick the
Who has
Bucks?
risen the most for the upcoming season? Look at playoffs as
Brady
a success,
definitely
really. That's what
Ray,
happened.
who'd you pick?
Well, I didn't have anybody. I thought we were just discussing it among people. I didn't actually rate
Okay,
it
we'll
down.
discuss it then. Who's the
Do you
biggest?
have a team that you thought did really well in the playoffs that wasn't necessarily gonna?
Can we go to
Let him think.
Insert-
Let me think for a sec. 'Cause there's
Okay,
there is a
right.
team there. I just need to think about it for a sec.
Obviously, the Bucks is probably the best answer, but I didn't want to pick that. So I went the Atlanta Hawks.
Yep.
Did you pick them too?
Yes.
Damn. I wanted to be alone.
Change it now.
Obviously, they got a great coach. He won Coach of the Year, right?
No, Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau, right? That's so stupid.
The Hawks fired their coach mid-season.
Yeah, and they brought
Nate
Wait,
Nate
McMillan.
Well, yeah, half
McMillan.
the
Nate
season.
McMillan should have won it.
Yeah, but it's
In
half
my
the season.
opinion. And they got a bunch of young players, obviously John Collins, Trae Young, and just for them to make it as far as they did, not only shows how good of a team they are, but it's just also getting your feet wet and getting a taste of the playoffs and what it takes to get to where they got. Now they know what they have to do heading into next year, and I just think they're going to be another. I think that wasn't just a what do they call it? Fluke? Yeah, I think.
Cinderella run.
Yeah, I think them getting the experience they just got, I could see them doing it again next year, especially with the coach and the players they got.
I'll go ahead because I know Max also has the Atlanta Hawks. They're not really the biggest winner in my opinion, but I think that they're.
What was the question?
Okay, sorry. The Nuggets. Mine are the Nuggets. Sure, they got swept by the Suns, but they beat Portland without Jamal Murray. Jokic won MVP. Michael Porter Jr. is a rising star.
MPJ.
They have Aaron Gordon, who I think is a great fit beside Jokic. And also now, if Chris Paul does not re-sign with the Suns, I think the West is wide open right now, and I could easily see the Nuggets being that team that takes advantage of that. They're going to get that much better. Jamal Murray is hopefully going to come back healthy. Michael Porter Jr. is going to take that next step, which he already has taken. Jokic was the MVP for a reason. And they have people like Will Barton, Monte Morris, who are great bench pieces. Will Barton starts, and he's a great starter. I just feel like the Nuggets are going to keep taking that step forward, and I feel like they will have a chance to compete for a championship in the next 2 to 3 years.
All right, so I went also with the Atlanta Hawks. I thought they did a great job of, using with what they had, even though it wasn't necessarily as much as what they were playing against.
The Wizards.
Pardon?
I'm just telling Braden to pick the Wizards.
Oh, that's true. They played very well. Russell Westbrook.
They're both leaving.
Yeah.
Beal and Westbrook. Gone.
Anyways, the Hawks. I thought with Trae Young actually proved a lot of people wrong.
He wasn't an All-Star this year.
He wasn't an All-Star this year.
Stupid.
And who do the Hawks take down in the first 3 rounds?
Next.
They took down the
Sixers.
Knicks and then the Sixers.
And they lost to the Bucks.
Right. Okay. So, beating the Sixers, that's a huge upset. Trae Young, 0 playoff experience, going in and playing against Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons.
He's the only person on that
Danny
team
Green.
that had
Clint Capella
Clint Capella and Gallinari.
and Lou Will.
And
So,
Lou.
I was a Trae Young hater
Lou
myself.
Will.
I wasn't a huge fan, so to see him,
I thought the Knicks were going to beat them.
I think Trae Young is going to be kind of like a. He's not Steph Curry. He's definitely not, because he doesn't actually rely on his 3-ball to create his game. It's more his mid-range.
Ability to make a
Mid-range,
shot. His
he
ability
makes
to
that flow
shot
crazy.
create.
And shot create, and he's able to give tons of assists. But
He's the type of guy who makes everyone around him better.
yeah, it's kind of more like Steve Nash than anything.
Yeah, like a Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul, Steve Nash mix, but more offensive.
Yeah.
Like he
Oh,
gets
100%.
he gets a shit ton of
You can say whatever.
fouls. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I said the F word. I'm gonna switch.
Darn,
Say
I'm
another
gonna
swear.
say another swear.
less swearing.
I
Anyways,
said ass.
moving
I said
on.
it again.
Okay.
Nope, I said it again.
Brayden,
Ray,
did
why
you
are
get
you
a
back
team?
in the spotlight?
Did
or
you
what?
get a team or you good?
Say the
I'm
Wizards.
good.
Oh, good
I'm
team.
not saying the Wizards.
They
Why?
get great in the playoffs.
Can you
They
name?
lost in
Can,
round
can you
one.
name 3 players on the Wizards?
No.
No.
Russell Westbrook.
Not
and
many
that's pretty
can.
much it.
Not many can.
I could.
I don't-
Anyways, moving on.
They suck.
We are going to go to the
Shit.
biggest loser of the NBA playoffs. Who went in? Whose stock has fallen the most? Right?
Who went
after the
boring and
playoffs?
picked the 76ers? Max?
Pardon?
Did you go boring and pick the 76ers?
No, that's why I put them there as example, but I'm not going to pick them.
No, did you go boring and
I
pick
did
the
not.
76ers? Okay.
So, after the
I didn't
playoffs,
pick
look at
anybody
playoffs as a
either.
big step back. Or
Braden-
like
Braden's not a
a
team
missed
leader.
opportunity, let's say.
Who?
I'm saying
He's-
we
he's-
can look at the playoffs as a
Oh, well,
missed
tell us who you
opportunity.
think.
Who's your biggest loser?
The LA Clippers.
Why? Because they're
believe-
losing Kawhi?
Pardon?
Why? Because they're
No,
losing Kawhi?
okay, so here's what I think. I think you have Kawhi, PG.
I'm kind of bold.
I think next year the West gets way tougher. You have the Mavs, you have LA Lakers, you have, like you were saying, the Nuggets. You have, who else do you have in the West? It's going to be the
Portland.
Suns,
You could
obviously.
name
Still
Portland.
have the
Portland
Suns.
will
I
be up
feel like
there.
also
You could name
LA
12
that
teams.
people
Yeah.
expect a lot out of
Even
the
New
Clippers
Orleans
this
could possibly do
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
next year. Anyway,
You could
the
name
point is,
12 teams in the West.
I think it's too bad that
Everyone
Kawhi
but
got
Houston.
injured, but the Clippers blew a huge opportunity.
You never know with Cat and Russ.
And I think they're a big loser because of that. Because if they didn't win this year and they didn't win last year, then who's to say that they're going to ever get their chance at the finals?
You know what's
I think
crazy?
They're
If Kawhi didn't get
getting
hurt,
older,
they
unfortunately.
would probably be in our winners.
Yeah, I think Kawhi could have won the chip this year. If
Kawhi
they were
would,
healthy.
if Kawhi was
They
healthy,
would
they would have won.
They would have beat the Suns if Kawhi.
Yeah, and then Kawhi
And
would have
Kawhi's
been
already
back in
shown he
conversation
can. Kawhi's already
as
shown
top
he can
three
beat.
player in the league.
Kawhi's already shown he can beat Giannis. They
Right.
would have. They would have. Kawhi's already shown he can beat Giannis.
You're
They
not
would've
wrong.
beat him
You're
again.
not wrong, but health
The Clips would have won.
But he's getting older. Health, it's too bad.
Kawhi is one of those
I
players
think,
where I would not be surprised if he retires at 30 years old.
He's always
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true. He really doesn't care. about anything
My
else.
biggest loser is the Brooklyn Nets. Main reason is they have next to no cap space. Obviously, they're paying their 3 stars a lot of money, and
Trade Irving.
they're 3 stars, so the money they're getting is worth it. They, in my opinion, they have to move both DeAndre Jordan and Joe Harris this offseason if they want to even try to put players around them. I think they have to bring Bruce Brown.
The torch.
I think he was a very underrated player for them. Also, they had their 3 players this year. They were everybody's favorite, and they lost to the Bucks in 7. Sure, you can say they're injured because Kyrie wasn't playing, and Harden was probably half of what Harden is. But I don't like
Injuries happen. Though.
injuries happen.
When you construct a team
And
like that, you can't.
you
afford
have no
injuries.
cap space to make
Because
any
you're just
moves.
relying on those players.
To make any moves, like
Exactly.
the most they can sign somebody to, I read, is like $7 million. Like that's the most they can sign people. And if they sign one person for $7 million, they have no cap space. They gotta fill out people with
Min.
like the veteran minimum. I think they kind of screwed themselves by putting these 3 stars in the same spot.
Well, rumor is Irving is going to get traded.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
there's a
didn't see
little
that,
rumor
but-
going on.
But yeah, I think
I've
the
heard
Nets are the biggest loser this
Or through the
playoff.
grapevine.
I've heard it through the grapevine. I don't remember what podcast I was listening.
All right, Brandon, who's your biggest?
My biggest loser is Miami.
Oh, that's a
Um,
good pick.
Obviously, last year they made it to the finals, and they beat the Bucks last year on their way to the finals. They
You say a lot.
it's what all the sports players do in their interviews.
Fair enough.
I like to thank God for this win today.
And
Shut
so
up, Brandon.
and
Go
then I said it again.
What's going on? Moving
Go
on.
on in.
Oh, Max, don't
Brandon,
do that.
you're
You're gonna
out.
disrespect our.
They don't even know. What
They
do
might
know
know.
is that you're
They
not
might
talking
know.
about sports. Let's go.
Should I say
Um,
again? And then, obviously, when we heard that the Bucks and the Miami Heat were playing in the first round again, a lot of people predicted it to be one of the best series in the first round, and they got swept, and so it wasn't what people thought it was going to be, and I think they just underperformed because they basically brought the same team back.
And they added Oladipo, but he was hurt.
Yeah, but their team was basically the same, and they got swept by a team they beat last year on the route to the finals. So I think it was a little disappointing. Anyways, Now to our early. Now you guys made me think about it. I realize everything.
Now we're going to say our early finals prediction and winner for next year, and our way too early MVPs. Braden, do you have these?
Yes, I do.
Go for it.
Okay.
Bray's finally Bray's participating.
Yay! I think you heard of something. I went with the Brooklyn Nets.
Verse who?
Well, I say that they beat the Bucks in the conference
I
final.
was gonna say you beat the Bucks in the final. Like that's not possible.
No, 4-2.
Okay.
And then they take on the Nuggets and beat them 4-1.
Okay.
All right. Okay. And
Who's your MVP?
MVP would be Luka Doncic.
You're so boring.
I'm very plain,
So boring. Mine's pretty boring.
very vanilla.
I guess it's not really boring. I have the Warriors and the Nets in the finals. I think the Warriors got 2 high draft picks. I think they could package them up with like
Bradley Beal.
Wiggins contract and get a Bradley Beal and have your starting 5 as Curry, Beal, Thompson, Green, and if you keep Wiseman, or you might put Wiseman in a trade for another big. And then obviously the player who wins the MVP is in top 3. So I'm high on the Warriors this year, so I'm gonna say your MVP is Steph Curry. I have the Nets winning the finals, by the way, against the Warriors.
I have Nuggets Sixers. I have the Nuggets winning. Yeah.
What the hell? What are you doing with Ben?
They're trading him for Pascal Siakam.
What if they don't?
They're trading him for CJ McCollum.
So you're saying the 76ers with Pascal Siakam?
I don't know. I'm just saying the 76ers.
Why not? Be bold. Who cares?
Exactly. Screw you, Max.
Everyone's picking
I have the Nuggets in 6 over the
Could happen, could
Sixers.
not.
And I went boring in my MVP, and I have
You had the
Luka
Nuggets winning?
Doncic. Yeah, Nuggets in 6.
Loser.
I'm high on the Nuggets.
And who's winning MVP?
Luka.
Boo.
I know. I'm
Luka's
sorry.
not going to win it.
Go ahead, Max.
Alright, so my final predictions for 2021-22 is Lakers versus the Bucks,
27.
with the Lakers winning.
That's so boring.
You boring
What?
boy.
You're a boring.
That's a boring prediction.
The Lakers
versus
and the
Bucks. And
The Bucks is
Lakers win.
stupid just because you're still high on them after the finals. They're not going back.
So it's not stupid if it's
Back to back like trade.
I think the Bucks are going to be better next year. I think they
Do you know who's going to be better? Do you know who's going to be better?
the Nets,
The Raptors.
the Raptors,
The
okay,
Raptors.
the Lakers versus
Raptors
Raptors.
made a
next year.
comeback.
Rap City.
Jalen Suggs season.
Jalen
Anyways,
Suggs.
move to finalize
Freddie.
my opinion. I also have
Jared Allen.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're signing Jared.
Are they?
Yeah. That'd be massive,
Great.
actually.
Great.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of something interesting because your talk is very boring.
Yeah.
I think the
Is it-
Lakers are going
is
to
it-
win.
Who's
the
your MVP,
championship.
Max?
Don't say it on everything.
And you
My
start drifting away,
MVP
man.
is Luka Doncic,
Nope.
LeBron James,
Nope.
Giannis Antetokounmpo for the third time in 4 years.
Yep.
It was one of the 3.
Yeah. It's Giannis. It's Giannis. I have
Say like Jimmy Butler.
Jesus.
Ben Simmons.
Anyways, I'm gonna make a prediction
Nick
I
Nurse.
actually believe. I'm not gonna pick something I don't actually believe.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyways, yeah. I
Fake
think,
news, buddy.
MVP. Okay, who do you have, Brady?
Luka.
Shut up. Look up the first thing. MVP odds. Oh, Luca. Oh, okay, sweet, good.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about basketball.
Grace,
I
what country-
What do
country is
you
Luka
on this
from?
podcast for then?
What country's Luca
I
from?
don't know, some Sylvania country.
Hey!
Slovenia is the country.
Some Slovenian country.
Wait, is that what you're from?
What was the stat line yesterday at the Olympics?
I don't know.
48, 11, and 5.
What does that mean?
They won.
What do you mean with
42,
11,
42,
40
42 rebounds, 11 points.
Oh.
5
Okay.
assists.
Okay. Anyways, Max, continue. Sorry, I interrupted.
Sorry, Max.
No, it's fine. Anyways, I was gonna say.
You honestly have a
Do you guys want to see my trivia questions?
No,
No,
no, don't look.
Don't
No,
look.
It's on a different.
Okay.
It's on a different dog.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna move
I
on.
never finished. I just
We never
go.
started. We never really started.
Jesus.
I'm gonna finish here. My MVP, Giannis, because he's gonna get even better next year. He's gonna move up in free throw percentage,
taller.
Wow.
and it's gonna be. You can't deny it. He's gonna be the best player in the league.
What's his
next
free
year.
throw percentage going to be next year?
Oh god, another 12 seconds.
74.
Yes,
really
that's what I'm
high.
going with.
I'm gonna
74.
say. I'm
74.
gonna say 68.
He's at.
You only went 6 lower than us.
Yeah.
He's at 74 next year, and I think they go like 70, 70 and 10, 70 or 70 and 13. What are they?
70 wins.
That's 83.
I think they're gonna be
That's 83 games.
How many do they?
Why?
82.
Why?
Okay, so
Why?
Right?
Why?
because I think they're gonna do exactly what they're doing this year. I like what they're doing, and I think they're only gonna get better. I don't see them getting worse. I think that what they're set up with. I think Giannis has finally figured it out,
What?
and I think he's around the same level as LeBron in terms of dominance.
I think you thinking they're gonna go 72 and 10 and 70 and 12 is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't-
It's only 3 more losses than the best record ever.
What was their record last year? It was something close.
60 and 22.
No, they had 69 wins.
No.
Nice.
No.
Okay, they've had
Nice.
69 wins is the most wins.
They were
the
trash
record
at the start of the year. They were close to 500 like 20 games in.
regular season.
They didn't play 82 games this year. Remember?
No, not this year. Sorry, I meant like.
What did I do with
The
everything?
prehistoric times before COVID.
The year
Yeah.
they lost to the Raptors in the
20,
conference finals.
Oh yeah, that was a great year.
Man, Max, you're what?
46 and 26.
46 and
Okay, try next
26.
year. Try next year.
2019.
Okay, but this is more accurate because these teams are the teams.
That was
that
this
win.
year. That was this year.
Yeah.
No, that's this
That was
year.
this
Okay,
year.
so it's not what I want. I want it like a full season.
Okay, but the teams weren't as good. The East got a lot better last year. It's still weak, but it got a lot better. Like
They went 56 and 17.
What year is that?
2 years
2
ago.
years ago.
There's no way they're beating
It's
that.
when they lost to the
Last
Heat.
year.
It's when they lost to the
They have a
Heat.
full season left.
This was no, they didn't.
I would be surprised if the Bucks won 60 games. They're not going 60 and 22. They're going to be worse than that.
Okay, I say.
They're going to be in the mid
maybe not
50s.
They were 60 and 22.
Yeah, they're not beating that. They're not beating that.
60 and 22.
60 and 22 the year they lost to
And
the
when they lost from the
Raptors.
Raptors, the year the
16,
Raptors
22,
lost.
I say they go, 68, 60.
That's
67.
insane, Max. You're going to be like 20 games off.
Okay, maybe
Bet.
you're right, but I think they
Bet.
No, you're
I
going
bet
to be
you
like
20 bucks
you're
they
going to be
don't.
10 games off.
Okay.
They're going to be in the mid 50s.
mid 50s. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying
20
I'm
bucks
going
they don't.
bold, and I'm saying 68 wins next year.
Bold.
Right now.
Now you're dropping back. You said 70.
I did say
Stick
70.
with it. Stick
I
with
did-
it.
I thought
Stick
they
with
were-
I
it.
would bet
Well,
you
stick
that they
with it,
don't like
70
that.
to
No.
record.
Yes,
I
That's
wanna
what you were
go
saying.
I want to go.
So they're
I thought they
seven.
were,
They're
I
not
thought
going to
they
get
were-
70, but they'll get
68
68.
and 14.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Cook
No.
us.
They played the Nets 4 times. They played the
Okay.
76ers 4
They're
times.
regular
The Raptors
season
four
first
You play the
place.
Raptors 4 times. You play.
The Raptors.
Think about it. You play the Heat are still good. You got the Hawks. You got the Knicks.
They literally just won the finals.
And they
Yeah,
got-
Good for them.
Yeah, they're gonna go 68 wins next year. You
Bet.
If the Suns won, would you said they won
Come on,
the
take it.
finals?
All
They're
right,
winning
anyways,
70
let's
games.
move on to something I don't know
You were
anything about.
You made the script.
You
No,
were
I know.
stupid.
I know. I'm going. I don't know anything about hockey. ladies
No,
and
how
thought
many
I
games
was-
are the
I
Bucks
thought
winning?
I
this
was-
year?
How many games are the Bucks winning?
Yeah, I say 56.
58.
Okay.
58?
Yes.
Okay.
They come second in the East.
Okay.
I say
I
they
say
come
first in the East.
I say they come
68
third.
wins.
Third.
Anyways,
Third. Raptors first. No,
Okay, now we're going to move on to the NHL draft. Braden, do you have any initial thoughts on the draft?
It was
If you don't, just say
boring.
no.
It was really boring. It was long. It was boring. My name's not Braden, but I'm going.
Yeah, I really don't have any thoughts
It
on
was
the draft.
really
I only
boring.
watched the expansion draft.
It
and
was
watched
really
the actual
boring
game.
last
let's go
year,
through this
and they
quickly.
had a year, not a year, a couple, like I guess the draft was
Okay,
a year
so-
ago. They had a couple months to figure it out, and it was still boring.
I saw the in the first 2 rounds, the time elapsed was like 4 hours and 21 minutes. That's the longest
so
ever.
boring. They
Like-
gotta get something going.
It also didn't help that there was no season. The OHL didn't have a season this year. There was a couple leagues that didn't have seasons.
There are going to be so many people who are drafted in the 5th round, and they're going to be so good in the NHL. And we're going to be like, were they drafted so low? And it's going to be like, well, nobody saw them play.
No one saw them play exactly. Yeah.
My initial thoughts were compared to other years, it wasn't a very strong draft class. It was a pretty weak draft, and I saw that a lot of teams were reaching on picks just to make sure they got the player they wanted. For example, Ottawa picked Guy Boucher's son, I forget his first name, I think Tyler Boucher at 10, and I thought he was ranked in the 30s.
But
They
how are
could've-
people really going to know if they haven't?
That's what I mean. I'm just saying that I saw that a lot of teams were reaching, taking players before they were supposed to go. Like
Yeah.
a lot of picks before they're supposed to go, just so they made sure that they got their player.
Right. Okay. So I didn't know much about the NHL draft. What I did know is that I thought it was interesting. The Hughes brothers all getting drafted, all three of them getting drafted.
Yeah, and then Luke Hughes and Jack Hughes are drafted.
They're both drafted for the Devils, so I thought that was interesting.
They were the first trio of brothers probably drafted in the first
But
round.
yeah, I do agree. Definitely seems like.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they
Stahl
are.
brothers.
The Stahl brothers weren't all in the first round.
No, they weren't. 2 of them were number 2, and Mark Stahl was number 12.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
Back
the,
check right now.
they were the first 3 to get picked in the top 10.
Okay.
Anyways,
is that
we're
what it
gonna
was?
move
Because
on
Mark
to
Stahl,
our
both
winners.
Jordan and Eric went 2.
Mark
Mark
Stahl
Stahl
is
was
so
12.
ugly.
They're all ugly. Sorry to you.
But they're Canadian, so.
Anyways,
That's cute.
moving on to our winners, top 5 teams.
In order?
I only have 4 for each.
In order, you can go in order.
Did you guys put
can
in
list
order?
off? You guys can list off your 5 right away.
No,
Mine-
we should
No,
go
you
one
want
by
to go
one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Let's
No,
go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Brady is your 5th winner.
Devils. Just for getting the Hughes brothers, because you're going to get that brother kind of chemistry on the ice, which I think will help move something along and pretty much bring kind of also a little bit of more of a fan base too, because everybody wants to see the brother duo.
Right.
Fair enough, yeah. Brandon?
My 5th team, if we're strictly talking this year, was the Vancouver Canucks. I think they got a lot better heading into next season. The only reason why I'm saying it like an asterisk for this year personally is because like this OEL contract in a couple years is going to be deadly. So for this year, for Vancouver trying to get back to the place they were 2 years ago, I think they're heading in the right direction for next year. But cap is going to be a problem soon for them.
My 5th team, or 4th team, because I only have 4 for each.
Jesus.
is the Columbus Blue Jackets. Some might say, oh, they're not winners. They traded Seth Jones. Yeah, well, they also got back Jake Bean, not in this trade, but just in general. Jake Bean, who's a very young defenseman. Boquist, who you could say has had a better last 2 years than Seth Jones. He's only 21. And he's not getting paid $9.5 million for 7 years. And they had 3 first-round picks. I forget who they used it on. Buddy, wrong sport.
Just keep
Right
talking,
sport,
Jim.
all the
And
time.
they
People listening in audio
are
don't know
sort
what's
of
happening.
clearing cap space. They traded Cam Atkinson for Jake Voracek. I didn't really understand that one. But they're kind of heading in that rebuild direction. But just for the return they got for Seth Jones, who Seth Jones you could say is overrated right now, I think that they are winners just because of the return they got.
Fair enough. All right. My 5th winner was the
Fifth
Coyotes.
minute?
And then nudges. Anyways, moving on.
Who?
I said Aaron Rodgers because you're wearing an Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Your 5th NHL draft weekend winner is
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, yeah.
I messed with it. I'm okay with that.
You messed with
I
it.
messed
Right here.
On your hip.
Thank you.
Who's your 5th winner?
The Coyotes.
Is Aaron Rodgers going to be an MVP next year?
No.
Anyways, shut up.
Super
Yes, I think the Coyotes
Or
were a winner
Roxy.
because they got a lot of picks and they got
Who?
They got a good amount
They
of
took on so
Who
much
though?
cap. though.
Who?
They took on so many
Arizona.
Arizona.
Coyotes.
Arizona. They're not Phoenix anymore.
Same shit, different. Anyways.
I mean,
sorry
same
to
church,
our
different
American,
pew?
We went
Very
to a
good
Catholic
Coyotes.
school, all 4 of us, so.
Right, who's your 4th?
The Florida Panthers. Securing Sergei
Same here, bro.
Bobrovsky.
Yeah, good job.
And all
What did you say?
Bobby, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Sergey
Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky. There we go.
Wait, what'd you say it was?
And also getting Spencer Knight for a very good backup.
He got drafted like 2 years ago, right?
Whatever. Anyways,
Go ahead.
I read it. Anyways, and then also getting Sam Reinhart too, which will
You
be-
read it? You didn't give your own opinions? You just search on a website and copy everything down?
Brandon likes to bully everyone that he talks to. It's just a thing.
Okay, go with your 4th since I can bully you. Now.
Mine is also the Panthers, but I didn't search it up on a.
Put in my own
thing.
words.
I thought getting.
Reading a book?
Can actually paste off the
I didn't
internet.
read a book actually. I thought
What book?
the Sam Reinhart trade was a very like
Appreciate one.
underappreciated trade. I think that really boosts their top 6 forwards,
Well-
and I think it shows that the Panthers are trying to win next year, and I think they're going.
It also
for that
helps
Stanley
him
Cup.
too because he's also
That's
getting
your
out of a bad
That's my
rebuild right now too.
My
Who's in a bad
4th is the.
Well, the Sabres. Like, they're trying to rebuild
Your
the
third
team, right?
actually.
And him
My
getting
third,
there.
Danky Max, is the Winnipeg Jets. This is just based on the picks. They got Chaz Lucas at 18. He was ranked 12th. And in the second round, they got Nikita Chibrakov, who actually fell.
He's stealing my information.
That's
man.
because you guys all
Stealing
read on these silly
Am
little
I not allowed
websites.
to?
No, you're not allowed.
It's
Not on the
awesome.
spot, man.
But then I had no content.
And they got him at 50th overall whenever he was a first round.
This guy's plagiarizing live.
I'm not.
Yeah.
When he was a first round talent in many scouts' books. So Winnipeg did a very good job drafting.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways,
I wonder what Max is
Listen
gonna say.
to this one.
the Florida Panthers.
Who would have thought?
What's your reason?
Yeah, I
did
didn't
you
like
read
talking
on?
to-
Did you read on the same website Braden read
No,
on?
actually, I just knew what they did, and they
Next
did
time we
a
can
good
just
job
share
with what
link
they had.
pages.
Next year, like you said, they have a great opportunity to actually win the cup, and they're trading for Sam Reinhart, who is still a young talent in the league, and they're getting rid. Did they get rid of anyone specific?
What?
Second round pick.
Did they get rid of anyone? No.
Not really.
Second round pick
They got a
and
second round pick.
Devin Levi.
And they're
Canadian World Juniors.
their
legend.
goalie to Seattle. but
Anyways, I
that
think
happens.
how they got Reinhardt, what did they get rid of?
Spencer Knight.
They got like
that-
a second round.
Second
pick.
and Devin Levi.
Okay.
Nothing.
Josh
Yeah.
Eichel still.
Not bad at all.
Some
I'm gonna
points.
go on to my third just to go back this way. I thought the Canucks were a winner.
Hey.
Yeah, number 3. I thought they lost some bad deals, or they got rid of some bad deals, and they
They took on a few bad deals as well.
yeah they did, but they got some fresh young legs as well. So they're not looking too
Um,
bad next year.
My second team is also the Vancouver Canucks. I think Connor Garland is a underrated player. I think he's going to go down as one of the more underrated moves this offseason. They also got rid of their players, Louis Erickson, Jay Beagle, and somebody help me out.
Arizona's just taking everybody.
There's Eden Cab.
It's awesome. It's hilarious.
But did you see
It's
that?
such an
I
Arizona
saw a
thing.
trade. It was like the Islanders one to Arizona. If Andrew Ladd plays one NHL game next year, the second round pick turns into a first round pick.
But I think he's
He played one game in the AHL this
he's
year.
hurt, right?
He played one AHL
Yeah,
game.
he's not gonna play.
But I just saw it. If he
He's washed.
even goes, and of course he will. If he even goes out for one shift,
I know.
the second round pick turns into a first round pick.
It's gonna stay
Brandon,
second.
you?
We're on number 3.
Yes, John.
I think my number 3 is the Devils. Just the Hughes brothers. I don't really have it for the same reason Braden does. My big thing is the Devils are just a really, 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 really boring team, and I think this brings some much needed excitement to the city and the fan base that has definitely been missing because their biggest excitement player is PK, and he's trash now, so he's not very exciting. And having a brother tandem just gives you something to be happy about and cheer about,
What did
which is
PK
something the Devils really need.
What did PK put up last summer?
Nothing.
Last year.
He put up a podcast. He put up a podcast.
Like he's actually not doing anything.
No, he's playing, but he didn't. He's
Like,
he's
no, I know.
trash.
Not
that,
making an
like, what's his
impact,
point?
like,
Is he getting any
was.
points?
The
Any
biggest
goals?
thing PK was known for last year was making a podcast.
Why is he so?
Look what we're doing.
How old is he?
PK's 30.
Last year, in 4 games played, he had 5 goals, 14 assists, 19 points, minus 19, 16.
Trash.
God, that's bad.
He's not even a half a game player as your number 1 defenseman.
He's 32.
But he's from Toronto. He's Canadian.
Is that the only good thing
Yeah,
about
he didn't
him
really
right
have
now?
much. What does that mean?
Hmm?
What does that mean?
He was good on
Shots.
Nashville. He was good on Nashville, was he not?
No, he was
No,
good
he
on
was-
Montreal.
Yeah.
He was good on Montreal. That's
He
about
kind
it.
of went downhill once.
The
he-
second
Yeah,
the
once he
trade
got
happened,
traded
it was
to
just
Nashville, it didn't.
Number
it didn't
3,
do much
Bray?
for him.
3, bro.
Number 3, I had the Coyotes. I think that trading Connor Garland and
Connor Slew.
Ekman Larson in order to
Ekman!
Ekman.
Ekman.
Ekman, sorry.
Ethan Taylor.
Oh
In
yeah.
order to get a lot of draft picks, even though
Just
they
say,
didn't
"Oh,
need
yeah."
to. I think they started the rebuild off in a
Started
decent
the
way. I
Walter
don't,
Phil.
but also like you were saying with the cap, yeah, they're kind of rushing to the max.
You
But
gotta get hot dog Phil.
but I think they're just trying to make their playoff run now,
I thought
which
that.
I mean,
Who's going for a cup right now?
possibly Arizona.
I don't think anytime in the next 40
Well, they might
years.
make the playoffs. We'll see.
I don't think they're gonna make
Oh,
the
yeah.
playoffs.
You fish, I like your optimism.
Can you imagine? Just so
Who's
you
your
know,
number 2?
their best player
Yeah, who's
is
your
Phil
number two?
Kessel.
Hey, let him
Phil
talk.
Kessel still plays in the
Yeah.
NHL.
Keller.
He's
Yeah, I guess
actually,
Peyton
he
Keller.
runs
Their
he
team
runs,
is trash.
Phil
runs a
Kessel.
burger joint.
No, number 2 was Buffalo just for getting their first round draft pick.
Who?
Owen Powers.
Owen Powers.
He looks like a beast.
He's gonna be a beast.
Who's your 2?
Columbus. They were gonna lose Seth Jones anyways, so to get what was it? It was a first, a pick swap first, a second, and
Boquist.
a sixth, and then Boquist, who is gonna be probably the better defenseman anyways. That's the biggest steal of the draft weekend for sure. Because Columbus was gonna lose him anyways. He said he didn't want to be on the team. I'm pretty sure. I heard that. So to get 2 firsts, a better defenseman, and a couple other picks with it is definitely. I can't believe they got that for him. I don't know what Chicago's doing. We're going to talk about Chicago later.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
My top winner is Florida, just for the fact that they went out and got Sam Reinhart. They re-upped Sam Bennett. They have a young
Sams.
goalie. Yeah, that's Sam.
The Sams.
I just think that Florida is in a spot where they can dethrone Tampa Bay next year.
Damn it.
Dethrone Tampa Bay next year as the
Wow.
Kings of Florida.
For those of you that don't watch baseball, the Blue Jays suck.
Who, Max?
And I want them to
Good.
be good.
At number 2, I have the Winnipeg Jets. Stole yours, you stole mine.
Winnipeg Jets, they did their trash.
Okay, leave Sam.
Okay, anyways, yeah, exactly. Talking about trash. Anyways,
Hey, I am not biased. I am not
I know,
biased.
but you're a Leafs fan. You're
Hey,
anything you
Spoiler
say.
alert, they're in my top 5 losers.
Alright, shut up.
Ouch.
Moving on to the Winnipeg Jets, they, like Noah was saying, they had some picks that were projected to go earlier, and they were the smart enough to make some picks that were, projected.
What website you read that off?
Sportsnet. Same website I
They
read
got
off.
the 50th pick. No, they got at 50. They had a pick that was projected 27th, and then at
Did you know that yourself, or did you find
they
it
got,
on a website?
no, I found it on a website.
Oh, that's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, you found yours from a book.
No, I found mine from. I dusted off the old brain and
I didn't
searched
know you
long
had
and hard
those, man.
Exactly. You searched long and hard.
in my brain.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't search anything
Yeah,
up.
your points.
Okay, who is your number 1 winner, Brady?
No, it goes back to me and then down there.
Oh yeah, Max wants on the
Oh,
spot.
okay, yeah, go ahead.
He's
Man.
like,
You
oh,
wrote
okay.
the script, so
Yeah, you
you
take
go right
it,
ahead.
man.
Please,
Go ahead,
please,
Max.
take the mic.
Who is your number 1
Hold
winner?
on, Braden, who's Florida's starting goalie?
I don't know how to pronounce
Come
his
on.
name.
Say it, just say it.
It's
Sergey.
Roberto Longo, bro. Seriously.
Sergey.
No, Roberto.
Sergey, yes.
Okay, good luck. Anyways,
Please, I tried.
You didn't
my
try.
Okay, what is it?
winner. We're gonna. This is a long
Blofsky.
podcast.
Blosky.
And
My
who is
winner.
and who is the Coyotes? Who did Coyotes trade
Okay,
away? The
Brandon.
second guy,
We gotta move on.
Ekman.
Ekman. There you go.
Ekman.
We don't have to move on. This is hilarious.
No, you guys are just talking.
We're laughing.
No,
We're
no, no.
40 minutes
You're laughing
in.
with me.
What are we, Bray? We're 40 minutes in.
43.
Okay,
No,
go ahead,
that's a
Max.
time.
I'm sorry. You talk now, okay?
No, it's okay. I accept your apology.
Good. I hope you do.
Go on, who's your first?
We'll fight him.
We'll drop mitts.
Yeah, actually, that's gonna be our new segment coming
Yes,
up.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Braden fighting. Just me and Braden.
That can be arranged.
I would love to see that.
I would
Bets on
All right.
Patreon.
Pardon?
Yes.
As long as we
Okay, go ahead,
It's
who's
like
your
a
first?
basket.
We're gonna be here till midnight.
That's
Exactly.
okay.
Columbus Blue Jackets.
Who's your
They
first?
got rid of Seth Jones. Good thing. And they got some.
Buffalo. Braden's font is like so big.
I know.
What's wrong with me?
Who's your
Okay,
number one?
we're
Columbus.
Columbus.
Yeah,
I didn't have a number 1. Go, Brandon.
Because Noah
Because
doesn't
Noah
care
does
about
not
the
have a
podcast.
name.
My number one is Buffalo, just
I
because
edit these.
I know. Same reason for the Devils. They got a kid who played hockey in Michigan.
He's not from Michigan.
No, but he played hockey in Michigan,
I know.
and he came out and said that
Buffalo's
it's
not in Michigan.
Really?
Buffalo's in New York.
they're close. They're right beside each other.
This guy's so stupid.
And I don't even know where
What if I
Texas
said?
is.
What if I said? What if I said that's false? What if I said that's false?
I'm
He's
sorry.
from Michigan.
No, I said he played hockey in
Yeah,
Michigan.
but that has nothing to do with the fact that Buffalo drafted him.
I didn't he played there.
Therefore, your
It's
job
just
is
you're
wrong,
trying to
okay?
say like
No,
you played
no,
near
no,
Buffalo.
no,
You know
He did
exactly.
play near Buffalo.
He did it 2 states over.
Yeah, we played near Buffalo, man. We're in Ontario, right across from Buffalo.
Damn
Right
right.
across the
Right
border.
now,
You're not
Michigan?
saying- You're not saying like we played in Ontario, so
Owen Powers came out.
We might have live in Toronto.
Owen Powers
No.
came out and he said, I mean, he probably has to say this because who would want to say this, but he said he's committed and excited to play for Buffalo and he's ready. You are such an idiot. Michigan's right up top with
New York's
Detroit.
right here.
Yeah, they're right beside each other.
No, they're not. They got Ontario. No. New York, Michigan. You got Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana.
You can drive right through.
You gotta go through the border, man.
Oh
you
no!
guys are really.
Owen Powers is
Hope
by
somebody in
far
Michigan watches this.
Owen Powers is by far the best player in the draft. And although it's probably bogus, the fact that he came out and said he's committed and excited to play for Buffalo is a very good positive.
Well, he has
for
to say
Buffalo
that. If he
fans.
doesn't say that.
He doesn't have to say that.
Yes,
He's a
he
beast.
does.
Anyways, he's a beast.
And mine,
He doesn't have to say that.
Well, he does kind of.
No, he just can say
Big
nothing.
walk.
He's a monster.
anyways.
Is that him?
6'5". Yeah.
Mine's the Blue Jackets
He's
for
6'5",
number one.
right? Holy shit.
Only because like
That's
trading
fine.
Seth Jones for another draft
That's
pick to secure Cole Singer?
Singer?
Singer? Is that how it is?
Is
I
that
don't
who
know.
they picked?
I'm pretty sure that's who they took.
Okay.
Yes, that's what they took at like number 12.
Yeah, and then they also were able to flip for another draft pick to get Jack Bean too.
Jake Beam.
Jake Bean?
Jake Bean.
Oh my god, I spelled it wrong.
How'd
Okay.
you spell it?
2 are
I
losers.
said it wrong.
Alright.
2 are losers.
Okay, we better fly through
My
this.
number 5.
No, go 5-4.
Who actually? No, okay, they're going to be higher. I'm not going to put them 5. My 5 is Seattle. I thought they could have had a way better team. They decided to go young, which is good for the future. But I think when you are an expanding team, like for Vegas, for example, selecting like Fleury and players like that, it gets the city behind you. You have somebody to root for, a big name. And who's the biggest name on Seattle? Giordano.
Giordano.
He's not as
Pittsburgh Penguins legend Brandon Tanev.
and
Jared
Yeah,
McCann.
Jared
Leafs
McCann.
legend Jared McCann.
Yeah.
But I mean, to not draft a big name, like you could have had a Tarasenko, you could have
Right.
tried with Landeskog. You could have had, I mean, even PK is just a name to get the city buzzing. And they went
Boys
young,
are
which again
buzzing.
is good for the future, but I mean, you need to sell the seats.
Well, we're
So-
talking about Seattle next, and you put Seattle in your top 5, which
Well,
I mean,
they-
hey, you
you're
know
a
what?
moron.
Okay.
No, that's what I thought.
No,
My
he's
number
allowed to do
4,
that.
but also 5 is the Flyers because they traded for Rasmus Ristolainen. He's a terrible defenseman. They gave a first-round pick for him, and they gave away
And Hag.
Robert Hag, who's a young defenseman. What are you doing? Rasmus Ristolainen sucks. I could be a better GM.
Noah hates them because they're from the same state.
I agree.
State, I got it.
I'm a boy. There you
I
go.
That's
also-
Noah's favorite team.
You get the Flyers too.
It's a good pick. They were my
They
next
traded
pick.
their first round.
Mine?
Who's
Montreal.
fifth? Montreal's your 5th.
Montreal's my
What's your
5th.
fourth?
My 4th is the
Real
Rangers.
quick. Okay,
What's
why?
your 4th?
Oh, and do you want me to explain why? Or
Just
just want me
like,
to
like
explain?
one word.
I'm only saying Montreal. I'm saying Montreal because they drafted the kid.
That is
No, say what you specifically put on.
Drafting a sick kid.
a sick kid.
Okay, good.
That's what I
Stop
put.
reading
And then the
the
Rangers, they paid a steep price for Barclay Goodrow
Yeah.
against the cap salary.
Yes, that was that he got overpaid just because he played the same.
Yes.
Okay, Brandon.
And also downgraded the roster for what's it,
Bushnevich.
Bullshit for
Butch.
Blair's?
For Blade.
Yeah.
Blade.
Sammy Blade.
Okay, Brandon.
My 4th is my God-loving Maple Leafs. 3 reasons. One, they haven't technically lost him, but they're going to lose him. Hyman. They had only 3 draft picks, a 2nd, a 5th, and a 7th. Trash. And
Nick Foligno.
my last reason, which hurts me, but Duga said, I believe in my squad. I have heard this before. They will lose in the first round again, and oh my God, they are a loser.
Alright.
My 3rd, but actually I'm gonna add in a team.
No,
Okay,
you don't
sorry.
deserve it.
Yes, you can add in a team,
No.
then you'll have 5.
No.
Then you'll have 5.
No, he needs 4.
Shut
Stop
up,
bullying
Max.
him.
Just because you have
Okay,
4.
I'm gonna be Max's bitch right now.
No, add another one. What is it?
Carolina, because they traded Djokovic for Jonathan Bernier.
That might be the biggest draft.
You are such a shit disturber. I said 4, and you just.
They drafted a Calder nominee. They traded a Calder nominee because they didn't want to pay him $3.5 million.
And he ended up signing for 2.5.
For Jonathan freaking Bernier.
Hey, don't shirt Bernier.
He's not in the joke of it.
Leafs legend Bernier.
All right.
Canes are
moving
losing.
on. I think the Ottawa
And they
Senators.
traded Jake Bean.
Canes are way higher
The fourth
than us.
loser, the Ottawa Senators, because they sold easy and they didn't get picks that necessarily were, you know.
We won't know that.
What?
We won't know that.
They
We
reach.
do know that.
They're in my
We do
number
We don't
one
know
league.
if they're this season.
They
You
did.
cannot say reach because we have not seen any of them play hockey.
Well, guess what? They still did somehow figure out how to not make me happy. So I'm
You
not
don't
happy.
even know the names of the people they
Yeah,
drafted.
exactly. I need to know. If I knew, then I'd be happy. But I don't.
Do you know there was
Are you-
somebody
are you-
I
drafted?
knew they were shit.
Do you know there was
Max, are
somebody
you
drafted
happy?
in the Ottawa Valley this year?
Yeah.
Who was his name?
Was it Mason?
No, he's
McTavish?
not from Ottawa. He's not from the Ottawa Valley.
Is he not from Empire?
No, he's from Cart.
Really? Did he play
But
for
he
Empire?
played. He played for a long time.
Big
He
league team.
played with Terry Service's son.
Three guys on my hockey team this year played with him.
He's gonna be insane.
He's gonna be
he should
so
be
good.
Oh,
really
that's
drafted
cute.
too.
I think he got drafted to. Was he? Shit.
What pick?
No, Anaheim Ducks.
What
Quack,
pick?
quack,
Third.
quack, quack.
Max the hockey legend.
All right.
Just count me.
My next
My
two.
third.
Pound.
I
Braces,
didn't go third.
pound me.
I said Montreal Canadiens because they made the decision that
Pound
honestly
me,
wasn't the
Oh.
right decision to make, considering the fact that
This
this
kid
guy
didn't want to get drafted. Thought he didn't deserve
yeah
it.
said
He
publicly
probably
came
did.
out and said I don't deserve to get
He
drafted.
said he's not mature enough.
And the Montreal Canadiens
Just
went
said
ahead and drafted him and said
I
this is
heard.
our
I heard the
decision.
reason why is because there were teams that were going to take him in the second round.
Well, because he's a good hockey player. He would have been a steal in the second round.
But
He just decided.
We're
it's
not
too
going to
bad.
talk about the reasons because I'm sure you guys already know them and they're just
And
very
we don't
inappropriate.
know all the details.
Yeah, we don't want to say something wrong in such a serious matter, but
Yeah, but at
I
the
think
same
we all have
time-
Montreal. So we can
Montreal's
talk
on
about
my
Yeah.
loser.
Montreal's my
Montreal-
number one just because
They're my number two.
the actions this kid made. Obviously, we're not going to go into it. Like we said, he asked not to be drafted, which was one respectable thing, I guess. He said he was honest. He said he's not mature enough. And then Montreal drafted him. They're taking a lot of heat for it.
Mhm. All right.
My other loser is the Ottawa Senators, mainly because every time I heard them make a pick, I heard the guys like the analysts running the draft saying, "You could have got him with your next pick, Ottawa. You could have got him." I literally heard that every time they said they made a pick.
Maybe they just don't.
Every time Ottawa made a pick, why would they take him there? They could have got him with their next pick. So Ottawa's a loser.
I also have the Hurricanes. Noah said, but we've already talked about the Hurricanes. So the only team I have left on here that I haven't heard is Chicago.
I missed that.
That's nice.
Go ahead.
Chicago hasn't made the playoffs in 3 years? Well, I guess they
made
technically
it
made it
longer than
last
that.
year, but we're not going to count that.
Did
If
you
it
get
was a full
Patrick
season, they would have made it.
No.
Why not? You don't like him?
What?
So what is it?
What are you talking about?
They haven't made the playoffs in a couple
Oh,
years.
no. I'm just saying, like, because Brandon was right, like, on a full season, if they would have played other
Talking
teams.
about Wilmere.
No, I'm talking about in the
then,
hockey pool.
no comment.
I'm talking
Why?
2
It
years
ain't
Get
ago.
Wilmer on the podcast, or are you gonna?
No,
we can invite him.
2 years ago when we had when there was 24 teams in the playoffs, they wouldn't have made it if it was a full regular season. So I'm not counting that. So they have made it in 3 years, we'll say.
Yeah, that's good.
They're a team that needs to rebuild. So how do they rebuild? They trade away all their draft picks.
And what did they do? Traded away all their draft picks.
Wow.
What did they do? They traded away all their draft
And then they
picks.
signed Seth Jones to 9.5
All
mil
right.
for
My
seven.
biggest loser.
Brandon, you or B-Fish, go ahead.
Okay, so what am I doing? 3, 2, 1?
Just go.
Do you have any teams that haven't been
Go
mentioned?
2 and then go.
I
1.
had Vancouver at 3.
You had them as a loser?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Didn't you have him as a
Why?
winner?
No,
Why?
No, I did not.
Why
Did you have them
not?
as a winner? Vancouver?
Vancouver, yes.
We all had Vancouver as a winner and you had them as a
You're an
loser.
idiot.
So
Let's
why?
because-
Let's
Shut
hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Fancy all
Because
over.
what I'm thinking is that even though like picking up Connor Garland is a good pickup,
Okay.
but also
Oh,
they
there's
they
positives.
also got rid of some bad contracts
I
too
don't want
for
to hear
draft.
positives.
Okay.
So what's the negatives?
Well, they're trying to be this Stanley Cup playoff team, but they'll never be like they'll never be a Stanley Cup playoff team at this rate. I don't know. I looked this
That
up.
can be your opinion, but
But
let
why?
me let me just hear.
looked this.
If that's your opinion, that's fine. That we're not talking losers as in bad team. We're talking losers in draft. What happened over the draft weekend, and all you've said is good things that they've done. So how are they a loser? You said they picked up a good
Well, and
player.
the only other thing they
They
did was
traded
give up
away
their
bad
top
contract.
10 pick in the first round. I'm pretty sure they gave up their first round.
Connor Garland and Oliver
Yeah.
Ekman Larson.
All right.
All you
But-
said was
Now
good
now
things,
go to your.
silly boy.
Okay,
go
and
to
then
your
the
two.
Blackhawks.
Okay,
for number 2. Only because they're trying to open up cap space. You know, by getting rid of Doug Keith, yes, kind of does open some up.
Yes.
But also, like you said, they're paying Seth Jones,
9.5. And Taves and Kane.
And Taves and Kane, which is a total of $30.5 million.
Yeah.
Just for those 3, which puts them in a tough spot in a they put them in a tough spot in a tough Central Division.
Are you in a tough spot right now?
Okay, my one question.
Yes, I am.
My one question: who will be the leading scorer of the Seattle Kraken next year?
I don't know.
McCann.
Yes, Jared McCann.
Jared McCann.
Pens and Leafs legend.
Which means they screwed up in the draft, like I was saying before. They could have had Tarasenko could have been.
Brandon, who was your 2?
Brandon, I talked about it.
I've talked about every team that hasn't been talked about.
Okay, what about you?
I skipped
Done.
some.
And then my number 1, I said any team to take Jack Eichel.
Okay, fair enough. You?
Oh, we haven't talked about that. Why is a team who's looking to take Jack Eichel a bad team? A team that lost the week.
Well, because you know what, Jack Eichel has a ton of talent,
Yes.
and when he's
This
playing
confuses
healthy,
me.
he'll play good.
Okay.
But I just don't think
I'm only hearing good things so far.
Same
after
with
this
Vancouver.
season,
You want to get ripped on, don't you?
I do.
Like,
I love it.
you say Vancouver, you say they're a big loser, but all you say is positives about them.
What else? You know
and
what?
then you say the same thing about Eichel.
'Cause you know what?
Whoever's taking
He's
Eichel.
leading
is
up to something. He's
Okay,
leading up to
Ari.
something.
I don't think he
You
is.
just gotta shut
Get
up.
to the
for
point.
2
Get to the
seconds.
point.
Just let him
The
get
point
to the
is, I'm allowed to have my own opinion.
Get to the
Okay,
point.
go. You're not. Just go. Say it.
Is Jack Eichel a number 1 center?
Why do you
number
not
1
think?
center?
Why
Is
do
he
you
a
not?
why do you
first
think
line
people
center
don't
on
want
most
Jack
teams?
Eichel?
Why do you think anybody who picks up Jack Eichel is a loser?
Why?
What's your main point? You didn't give us your main point yet.
That was it. That's all
That
I
he's
had.
good?
And he's a good hockey player.
I don't know.
Is
I really tried to put a ton of effort into this, but
It's full-
you made this incredibly hard for
on
me.
a
No,
team,
this
on
is
a
yes,
team,
you did.
yes,
you did.
Great answer this. On a team that doesn't have like a Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby,
Okay, then yes.
is he a top line center?
Then yes.
But why did you say no in the first place at all? Why'd you
I
put
don't
it
know,
number 1, too?
To be honest, I fucking
It's
want.
number 1 reason.
Honestly,
Let's
I
not
didn't-
forget though, Mike Davis is the top 8 running back. Let's not forget.
And
Remember that.
Kendrick Drake and Ronald
He
Jones.
never
Well,
heard
let
us
me
say
tell-
one argument.
Let me tell you this. I do make this interesting. I do make
Mike
this
Davis
interesting.
played on the Panthers.
Yeah, go
Okay,
Panthers.
we're going to
Okay,
trivia now.
okay, that can't be. Anyways,
fuck
my
you.
number 2 was the Rangers because I think they needed a center
Oh.
away. And then my number 1 was the Hawks because they traded away their future.
Okay, trivia time.
Trivia. Wait.
We don't get to
What
talk
are
about
you
the
guys' thoughts
Kraken?
on Seattle Kraken?
They're trash. They could
Yeah,
have
they
so
are.
I think I nailed it at the park when I talked about it
did
on the
talk
last
about it.
weekend.
So we're gonna finish up here
Okay.
with our trivia.
Right near the middle.
Trivia.
I want Brayden's black again.
I want red again.
I want blue.
Alright, we're gonna edit this part.
No, we're not going
Only
to edit
5
this part.
questions.
Braden,
5
hurry up
questions.
because we are on. No, we can do all 10.
No, that's not what I have. 5.
You said you had 5 NHL, 5
I
NBA.
changed my mind. I only have. I have
5
5.
questions.
I can make 5 more if you want.
Max 5, okay?
What are they on?
There, 3 of them are NBA, 2 of them are NHL.
Okay.
4. Wow,
What?
3 and 2. 3 and 2.
Holy shit.
Did you say?
I
say
heard
3
2
and
and
2.
2.
He just said 3
I heard
and 2 and 4.
Let's not
Okay,
forget that
okay,
Brayden. Let's not forget that Brayden said Jack Eichel was bad.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah,
comparing
okay.
yourself to Braden now.
Don't try and conflate your situation and put it back on Bray. We tripped Bray hard enough for his mistake. Now you're done. Okay, so
I do
3 and 2 is 4.
all-time record Noah's 3-0. Braden's 0-2, and I'm 1-2. So I'm looking to get to 500 here in a win streak.
I'm looking to stay undefeated.
All right.
I'm looking for a win streak.
Are you guys ready for the first question?
Damn right.
NBA question.
Okay.
This player was infamous for his finals blunder and his consecutive
blunder mean?
mistake and is a consecutive 6th man of the year. He is currently out of the NBA as well. Who is it?
What?
What do you mean by out of the NBA?
He's
For
not
his
in the NBA.
mistake? In
No,
his-
not because of his mistake. This player was infamous for his finals mistake. It is a consecutive 6th man of the year, and he is
Braden,
currently out of the
that's
NBA. Who is it?
I have no idea.
He is not officially retired. I'll say that as well.
That's all they get.
I know who it is.
Oh shit, I feel like I have this wrong. Hang on, how do I erase this?
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell his name. I don't know how to spell his name.
Okay.
Brayden doesn't have anything yet.
Bray's not gonna know.
I don't
No,
know.
do you know this? No, you
Here,
know
look,
this?
I got it.
I know this. I'm pretty confident I have this.
I'm pretty confident.
I got it.
too.
Okay.
We gotta
Finals-
say it. We gotta say it
So
because
this player was. I'm just
So-
gonna repeat the question. This player was infamous for his finals mistake. and is
I
consecutive
don't even know what the
six-man of the
mistake
material.
is. I'm just guessing on the
He is
six.
currently out of the NBA. Who is it?
Okay, Noah, say your answer.
All right, no.
J.R.
3, 2, 1.
J.R. Smith?
No idea.
It is J.R.
J.R.
Jamal
Smith
Crawford.
is the answer.
I have Jamal Crawford.
J.R. Smith when LeBron was going like this.
Yeah, I know.
And he's a six-man of the year.
I didn't know J.R. won it twice.
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford won it twice.
Yeah, he won it 3 times.
All right.
So that's why I picked it.
1 point for Noah.
1 point for Noah. All right. Who is the first Ottawa Senator to win Rookie of the Year?
Stupid question.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's not even
The first rookie like ever.
Yes.
They've only
He's the
had
first
one?
Ottawa
They've only
Senator. First Ottawa Senator to win Rookie of the Year. The first one.
The only one.
Oh my
First
god, I
Ottawa
saw
Senator
this
to win it.
online now.
It's not the. I never said it's the only one.
He probably
I just,
is the only
Okay,
one.
maybe
let's
it
be
is,
honest.
but the point is, it was the first one.
Is he still in the NHL?
No.
Okay, then I had.
Oh, then no
Do you
idea.
have your answer? I have no idea.
Yeah, I do. I actually.
He's not-
It's
he's not-
between 2 for me.
I know.
It's literally between 2 players.
Oh.
I don't think he started
see.
in Ottawa.
No, but I'm going with it.
I don't think he started in
I
Ottawa.
think me and you are have the same answer.
I don't know if he started
Oh
in
my
Ottawa.
god.
I'm probably.
I'm not gonna say anything. I just hope you guys get this fucking right.
I think I'm wrong. I don't know if he started in Ottawa. Ottawa's such a shit
Okay,
organization.
got mine.
I feel like.
I picked Danny Heat.
Alright.
I picked Heatley too.
I picked Alfredson.
Let's go.
Yes! Did he start with Ottawa?
I thought he started with Boston for some reason.
Daniel.
Because Alfie was an absolute
I
legend.
had
of
Alfie
the
written
Sens.
down.
It was
I
between
know,
Alfie
I
and
see.
Heatley. It was one of the two, obviously.
Yeah.
Why did second guess?
Yes!
It was one of the two. Okay, so you guys are both at one. I'm at 0. Of
Fuck
course,
yeah,
okay,
let's go.
you should get the
Attaboy,
Ottawa
Brandon.
question. You should get the Ottawa question. Shut up.
Attaboy.
I guessed it.
Let's go.
You
Brandon
can.
sucks.
I did.
Don't
I
say
love
that.
this. This is the
Brandon
best part.
sucks.
This is the best part of the podcast.
These are hard questions.
All right.
These are not. Yeah, these are.
Ray was able to get it right anywhere.
He's not a fan. If you would have asked me for Toronto, I would have gotten. Actually, Toronto's.
Nah.
All right.
I don't think he's thinking.
Who NHL question again?
These are the guy I thought.
Who was the first NHL commissioner?
I have
You
no
expect
idea.
me to know this?
I
no
have no idea.
No, nobody knows.
Write something down.
I don't even have a
Write
name.
something
I don't
down.
have a name.
No, I'm
Write
not.
I got it,
something
I got it,
down.
I
No,
got
I'm not even gonna put it. Joe Biden. He's gonna put Joe Biden. Joe Bean.
Okay, no, don't show anyone. Like actually.
There, Max, you don't
Max,
know it.
nobody knows who
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Put
Gary
Joe
Bettman.
Biden.
There you go.
Let's go!
Okay, well, I was gonna write
No,
Gary.
no.
He's the only one I know.
No one gets a point.
I'm giving myself a point. I'm just gonna
I'm
write
giving myself a point too. I put Joe Biden.
You guys
Okay,
I'm
know.
no Donald Trump.
That's not even a tough question. He's
Yes,
never
it
even
is.
It's a
won.
trick question.
It's a trick question.
Okay, so Noah's got 2, me and Bray got 1.
Oh my.
I was gonna put Batman. I'm not even cheating. Because he's the only one I knew. If I had to put an answer, I would have just
You
wrote
refuse to
Batman.
put something.
Because this is a stupid question. You're never doing trivia again.
Wait, who's commissioner?
Gary
Batman.
Bettman.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
How many more
Ready?
questions we got?
Go ahead.
2. That was an easy question.
Okay, so if Noah gets this question.
Alright, who was the first player to be given an NBA MVP unanimously? Unanimously. Right. I'm not gonna go.
What was that?
I don't know. I'm getting bad.
I got it.
It's gonna be like some player in the 60s.
No.
It's between 2 people.
I think.
Oh shit.
I think. It might have been Finals MVP, actually. Now that I think about it. Ah, crap. I might be wrong.
This is probably wrong.
I'm going for it.
I'm going for mine too.
Ray, hide your board.
Alright, you guys ready?
I don't even know the answer.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, show.
Curry.
Bob Cousy.
Yes!
Okay.
I got 2.
Okay.
Stephen
you have?
Curry.
I had 2.
You have 2 as well?
Like,
Technically, you
Ray has
have
one.
1.
I would have wrote Batman.
Oh,
I'm not even
get out
lying.
of
I'm not
here.
even
Yeah,
lying.
but
He's the only one I know.
You're the only guy that would refuse to write something.
Bro, Braden wrote
He
Joe
wrote
Biden.
something, and he
He wrote
wrote-
Joe
He
Biden.
wrote something.
You didn't write anything.
I would have wrote
No, to be honest, I wrote blank.
He's the only one I knew. I would have written. If I
Alright.
had to write something down, I would have just
You
put
got.
that.
You're lucky you got one, eh? Or
I'm
two
at
now.
2. I'm at 2.
Okay. All right.
I'm giving it
Last.
to myself. I don't care.
Last question.
We're gonna
NBA.
have to pause the audio. And
We
put
can
it
go.
on
We
the
can
time.
go extra, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna have to because I'm
Who
getting
is-
this right.
Who is the oldest player to score 50 points in a game? Hint: he's famous for his handles.
In the NBA, oldest
Yeah.
to score 50.
Yep. Did you hear my second point?
Oh.
He's known for his handles.
He had a big game. I don't know if it was 50.
Oh.
He had a big game. I don't know if it was 50.
Jordan.
Is it right?
No, I can't say it.
Okay, ready?
I
We
can't
play.
say
We all have
anything.
answered. We all have
Brandon,
answered.
I hope.
It's Jamal Crawford for the Suns.
Yeah!
I knew it was Crawford. I knew it was Crawford. I didn't pick him.
Let's go!
I
You're
thought
right.
Parker.
Tony?
Jamal Crawford is the
No,
answer.
yeah.
Jamal
Pick
Crawford.
the Spurs.
Okay, we gotta explain to them.
I knew it was him.
It was like 2 years ago.
I know. He was my second person. It was between them two.
Okay.
I was like, Crawford burned me once. I'm not rating him again. He burned me twice.
As we wrap this up,
Jamal
we're
Crawford's
gonna-
my least favorite.
we are starting a new series. It is going to be called Mini Games. I'll probably get a final catcher name or something. But basically, it's going to be us playing mini games against each other, and we're going to keep a record. More content for you guys. So those will be out every Saturday, where these are out every Thursday. So we'll see you on Saturday.
Braden, do our outro.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching.
Episode 18.
Thank you for watching episode 18.